And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. On up the court. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejão comes in for Kevin Love. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's the Cobra. He had 28 points in the win against San Antonio.
And defensively, guys, he was just all over the place, forcing turnovers and applying terrific ball pressure.
Clock at 4. Makes it off the glass. The Cobra's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Parsons dishes to Caldwell Pope. That's good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And what a game for the Cobra. He has 20 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
J.J. Barea's checked in for Darren Williams. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson's checked in. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
And stolen by Parsons. Anderson kicks to Caldwell Pope. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-handed.
From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Caldwell Pope's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pass to the Cobra. The screen from Thompson. And the first half is...
Hi, Kevin.
Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spot. Matthews out there with Darren Williams, and it's Spates in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. 5 on the clock. They get it again, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Mozgov's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the 3rd quarter for Cleveland. Williams against Irving for 3. And it's Matthews again missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing. Spacing.
Some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Freak number 1.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
I tell you what, I think he relishes those difficult assignments. I mean, he's such an intense competitor. Defense is what drives him.
Kicks to Matthews. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Matthews. Here's the Cobra. 26 points for him. And that one's good. The Cobra's got 28.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Love. 11th in field goal percentage. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And, you know, you mentioned it, one of the more efficient scorers in the game. He challenges defenders with his bravado and his swagger. And more often than not, he prevails.
Matthews goes in. Here's the Cobra. 28 points for him.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Four on the shot clock. Pick by Mozgov. Up off the screen, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
11 feet away. That's good for Nowitzki on the assist from Parsons. Nowitzki's got 5 points so far. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. He got right to the cup using that screen. 32 points for Freak.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here is Matthews. He's got 13. Another steal. Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Matthews. Picked by Mozgov. Here's the Cobra. He's got 34. 6 to shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. The Cobra's got 12 now in this quarter. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Takes the 13-footer. There's Mozgov. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for LeBron. Blatch, good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. Cleveland leading by 18. Now the pass to the Cobra. The screen from Thompson. Here's the Cobra, guarded by Harris. Irving kicks to Mozgov. Buried from 15 feet out. Mozgov's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And here's Barea. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Harris off the drive. To the middle, to the wing on the left. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's the Cobra, guarded by Harris. Here's the Cobra. He's got 36. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
It's stolen by Smith. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cleveland ahead, opening up a huge gap.
Substitution on the court.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So on the floor for Cleveland, the Cobra in a two-guard. Anderson Varejao out there with Jefferson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the three slot. From deep three-point range, can't get it to go. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd.
Thank you, Kim.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. We watched a marvelous third quarter from him, and he basically put the game on ice at that point. And from that point on, they were in. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Sacramento Kings. Last game for Sacramento, they picked up the W against the Suns in Phoenix. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post play. Shaq, you are a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13, can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals. He does everything with his right hand, so...
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Now Sacramento starting five. Rudy Gay is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Collison in at the one spot. Now here's Irving. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Love wide open. He fires. And the first shot of the night for him missing. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Well, listen, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game, and that's what won it for them. Those extra possessions were invaluable.
Well, Greg, I think coming into the game, that's where they thought they had an advantage, and they did a great job exploiting it.
Now here's Collison. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Irving passes to the Cobra. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Here's the Cobra. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
Here's Collison following the basket by Freak. Outside Collison. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, his pace makes him really hard to keep track of, guys. I mean, if you lose him, he'll explode to the rim on you.
Mozgov, a screen on Middleton, a Cobra, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And Middleton kicks to Collison, and he banks in the layup.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's the Cobra. 8 points for him. And he gets it to go. The Cobra's got 10.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Outside Collison. In the corner, it's McLemore. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. McLemore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's the Cobra. He's got 10, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Mozgov. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. J.R. Smith's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. Bellinelli comes in for Taj Gibson.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. There's 1:26 left in the first. Gay comes over with a double team. Thompson with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Collison. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Collison kicks to McLemore. That drops. McLemore's got 5.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Pick by Varejão.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. The Cavaliers have gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's the Cobra. He's got 15. Smith outside. Pick by Varejão. 5 to shoot. The Cobra passes to Dellavedova. Pulls up on the wing. No luck. Great deep.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low, Bellinelli. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's the Cobra. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. The Cobra out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Brooke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last up with 38 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
To the inside, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Then for the Kings, Gibson comes in for Cauley Stein. And McLemore subbed in for Darren Collison. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Cousins inside. Mozgov on him. Here's the Cobra, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And the shot is good.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. On the wing, Irving. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Down low. And again, Kevin Love. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their pass.
Barnes kicks to Gibson, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Love. The Kings have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That free throw, no good. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Cleveland with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Here's the Cobra. He's got 21. Picked by Mozgov, wide open. And the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's McLemore. Defense is right there. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. J.R. Smith's checked in for Kevin Love. Rudy Gay's checked in for Sacramento. Bellinelli comes in for Chris Middleton. Gibson with the screen on Irving. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Gay. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Kings trail by 13. And Bellinelli kicks to Gibson. Dishes it to McLemore. Plenty of space. And that one off the back of the rim and in. McLemore's got 9. Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Phoenix.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. The Kings in second.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act. chance to check out Freak here. Just an incredible in field goal percentage. And he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Move the ball and stick it to the mud.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Collison. No good from the Cobra.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Knocks it loose. Unhindered. Going all the way. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
24 seconds left to play in the first half. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. The Cobra's got 29 in the game. Inside, 4 seconds left. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down to 11 as the basket is good from Bellinelli.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Collison in at the point guard position. They double him with Middleton. Mozgov wide open. He fires. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Gibson the screen. And they double up Gay. Shot from free throw range. And it's good.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Irving passes to the Cobra. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
Move the ball.
Mozgov a screen on Middleton. And even 3-on-3 break. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Passes to the Cobra. Picked by Mozgov. The shot's good from the Cobra. The Cobra's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Well, you got to help out the team whenever you can, and this group of shooting guards have helped out on the glass for their respective teams this year. Freak number 1.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
Well, he's got the effort and the attitude and the tenacity that you need. And if you didn't have that at his size, then the big fellas would eat you up down low.
James wide open. That's short off the rim.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
The drive by Game. No luck. Great D that time from James.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's the Cobra. He's got 31. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Gibson over to help. Left side, Love. Had the space there, but it's offline.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Kicks it to Gay from past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 6 assists now in the game.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Middleton. And Cousins comes over to help. For 3, Love. Offensive rebound.
Let's see how the Kings have performed over the last few weeks. First in scoring. First in assists. And they're the #2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with. I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
They set the pick. Now the feed to Gay. Out to the wing. And Bellinelli kicks to McLemore. And another 3 for Sacramento.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
The screen from Thompson. Too hard off that pick and finish strong.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Outside Collison. He kicks to McLemore, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys, plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
The Cobra takes a big high bounce and goes in. The Cobra's got 39.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Stripped away. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Clock at 6. Here's Bellinelli, covered by Smith. The shot by Bellinelli, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Thompson passes to the Cobra. The screen from Thompson. The Cobra.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. They set the screen, and the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. In for the Kings, Matt Barnes.
5 seconds left in the third. Rudy Gay on the wing. They need this. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist of the game with that. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Ben McLemore. Doris, what's the news?
Hey, Kev, I chatted briefly with the head trainer for Sacramento. Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. For a team that had hoped to be making some noise in the playoffs, this injury scare was the last thing they wanted to see. We'll see how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. Kyrie Irving is out there with the Cobra. And it's James in at the small forward position. Barnes. The shot no good. And Cleveland the other way now.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Collison kicks to Middleton. Mozgov with the steal. Here's the Cobra, and he makes good on the layup. The Cobra's got 53. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Shots good by Middleton.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Here's the Cobra, defended by Middleton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Gibson with the screen on Irving. Collison. Second chance shot. No good from Gibson. Cleveland with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Picked by Mozgov.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Cavaliers
Timeout. Starting.
fans, you gotta get loud.
And some changes here for the Kings. Quincy Ace has come in for time. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And McLemore kicks to Middleton. They set the pick. Gay against LeBron. 4 on the clock. Now here's McLemore outside. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
He came off the screen and finished with authority.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
So we see the Cavaliers taking...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin, and now we get a chance to present our Jordan Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille...
Every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning, I'm going to clarify.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We are honored to have you with us for our special presentation of the NBA on this Martin Luther King holiday. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. Over the first half of the season, we've gotten a good sense of what this team is capable of. When they're on, which they have been consistently, they are an excellent unit. And today we honor the one and only Martin Luther King Jr., a man who stood for the peace, unity, and equality of all people. It's a great day, Shaq.
That man gave his life for what he believed in. We are forever indebted.
Well,
welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A quick trip here for the Bucks, just one game away before heading back to Milwaukee. Facing off here against a very talented ball club, guys. This is a tremendous chance for them to put all their skill and talent on display.
I guarantee you what, guys, the adrenaline is already flowing on both sides. A rivalry matchup like this means a little more to the players than just any other game.
And not just the players, Greg. How about the fans, too? I mean, they get into this thing as well. We've got an electric atmosphere in here, just like it always is when these two teams square off. It should be a good one, and I'm glad to be right in the middle of it.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Bucks. At the 2 and the 3 are Mayo and Parker. Monroe is out there with Sanders. And it's Rondo in at the point. LeBron, no good. On defense, the Cavaliers. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
And so here's Cleveland following the missed shot by Larry Sanders. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Mozgov's got his first basket.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Rondo passes to Sanders. Rondo is screen on Mozgov. Here's Monroe. Mozgov with the block. They recover it. Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just can never leave him open. No open shots. Get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Mayo following the basket by Freak. Launches a 3, and it's Mayo, that time on the assist by Rondo. And that's now 7 points for O.J. Mayo. Here's the Cobra, guarded by Mayo. To the middle, here's Mozgov. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's the Cobra. Here's LeBron, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
It's tipped. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's the Cobra. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Rondo, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Parker dishes to Sanders. 5 to shoot. Rondo drives in. No good off the pick.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Kings.
And across the board in that game, guys, they shot the lights out.
Rarely do you see a team shoot like that from everybody. I mean, they were getting scoring from every position all over the court. Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Kyrie Irving, number 1.
And that percentage is what you'd expect to see from your big men. I mean, to get it from a guy who spends most of his time on the perimeter says a lot about his efficiency.
He has been absolutely deadly from the field, and that's because he's just as good at creating his own shots as he is at getting shots for his teammates. He knows how to find the open look.
And the shot is good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Picked by Verajao. The Cobra loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. The Cobra's got 8 points. Serving against Carter Williams. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. From 10 feet out, and that's good for 2.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's the Cobra. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks that coach drew up.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Carter Williams can't get it to go. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's the Cobra. He's got 10. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter? That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game. Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Verejao. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. The Cobra, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sanders checked in for Miles Plumlee. Monroe comes in for Caspi. Parker's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Rajon Rondo subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Setting the floor for the Bucks, they've got Rajon Rondo. Jabari Parker is out there with Monroe. Then there's Sanders. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 57 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And the big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose here tonight, guys.
And they're doing it at both ends of the floor. I mean, that's what you like to see. They've been controlling the action from both ends of the court.
Now, here is Irving. Jabari Parker unable to get his last shot to go. Here's the Cobra. Carter Williams covering. Here's the Cobra. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Bucks trail by 17. Pass to Parker.
Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning. I want to clarify that.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship, award the winner of the top play of the month, and of course give you a chance to see in 2K TV Interactive. We have an exclusive with the Portland Trailblazers CJ McCollum every morning.
Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning. I want to clarify that.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship, award the winner of the top play of the month, and of course give you a chance at some VC in 2K TV Interactive. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we give you details for 2K Pro-Am Road to the Finals. We have an exclusive with the Portland Trailblazers CJ McCollum every morning.
Friday. Every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning. I want to clarify that.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship, award the winner of the top play of the month, and of course give you a chance at some VC in 2K TV Interactive. On this week's episode of we give you details for 2K Pro-Am Road to the Finals. We have an exclusive with the Portland Trailblazers every morning.
Friday. Every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning. I want to clarify that.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship, award the winner of the top play of the month, and of course give you a chance at some VC in 2K TV Interactive. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we give you details for 2K Pro-Am Road to the Finals. We have an exclusive with the Portland Trailblazers CJ McCollum every morning.
Friday. Every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning. I want to clarify that.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship, award the winner of the top play of the month, and of course give you a chance at some VC in 2K TV Interactive. On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we give you details. We have an exclusive with the Portland Trailblazers CJ McCollum every morning.
Friday. Every Friday.
Okay.
Every Friday morning. I want to clarify that.
We recap the final rounds of the My Park Championship, award the winner of the top play of the month, and of course give you a chance at some VC in 2K TV Interactive.